My number 3 is the prettiest movie of all time, Kubo and the Two Strings.
We've talked a lot about this.
We've talked a lot about Kubo and the Two Strings.
Is there anything else you wanted to add?
I adore every second of it. So, we live in Southern California, and I went to Universal Studios Hollywood not too long ago, and they had like this Leica display thing.
Oh, awesome.
And so I got to see like a ton of the puppets from all of their movies.
Ooh,
It was so cool. I got my sister a book of concept art from the Box Trolls.
Nice.
And man, so I got to see the 40-foot skeleton in person, and I got to see like the small model and just tons of the models, some of the sets. I got to see the whole boat. I got to see the boat.
That's awesome. And it was like a big boat?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I got to see a couple of the sets, like one where they're in this like temple. It was just such a cool experience, and it shows you how much work and effort went into that movie. And I love stop motion animation above all forms of animation.
Very nice.
It's just...
I think I do too. I think stop motion is my favorite too.
I can't stop appreciating how much work goes into it and how much better it looks because of it.
Yeah. And a lot of work goes into CGI movies too, but there is something about stop motion where it is so literally handmade
Yes.
that it is a different experience.
And like Kubo and the Two Strings, they could do things that like movies haven't done before because of 3D printing now.
Yeah.
They can 3D print just like 80 faces.
Different expressions.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's very cool.
So it's amazing. I love it so much. It is my favorite of Leica's films. I do need to see Coraline again, but yeah. I don't think that I'll like... I don't know if Leica can make a movie I like more than Kubo and the Two Strings.
Well, we'll see. It seems like they're going on an upswing.
That's a challenge. That's a challenge, Leica.
That's right. Leica, we're challenging you. Make an even better movie. See what you can do.
So far, they've been pretty good at that.
They have. For me, my number 3 is The Witch.
I've heard about this one too.
This is a masterfully done horror movie. I really like horror movies. I know you really don't.
You will never see a horror movie like the closest to a horror movie you'll see on any of my lists was The Cellar today.
But horror is in some ways the toughest genre because it is hard to scare people, especially now. I think we're so desensitized that it is hard to come up with new ways to scare people. But a horror movie can so easily be funny. It can so easily be done badly and be funny, and so there really is an art to making to horror films, and this just absolutely nails it. I think this is going to be a horror classic. It's about this family in New England that they basically like get exiled, and they have to live like just outside the woods, and they're just trying to survive. And this witch shows up, and they all turn on each other, and it's terrifying, and so great. And it's great because you see the witch in like the first 10 minutes of the movie. They don't Jaws it. And it was what Jaws did was revolutionary, and Alien kind of did the same thing. I think The Witch had to do it this way, though. I think it's sort of the Alfred Hitchcock bomb under the table method of basically it's what's more intense, a scene with a bunch of people talking at a table and then suddenly the restaurant explodes, or you have a bunch of people talking at a table, you show a bomb under the table, and then you see them talking for the rest of the scene until it blows up. That's a lot more intense.
That's way better.
So the like one of like the opening things of The Witch, like maybe like the third scene or something, is the witch doing something absolutely vile and horrifying, and it's one of the scariest things I've ever seen. It involves a baby, so that's how terrifying we're talking. But it's wonderfully shot. This is this guy's first movie.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so look out for this guy. He wants to make a new Nosferatu. I think he'd be great for it.
That'd be interesting.
But it is, it is so good, and it's great at being a period piece without feeling sort of flashy. Like they everyone's in period costume and stuff, but they're like in the middle of the woods, so you don't have to worry about the sort of lavish sets, and you don't have to worry about like all that kind of stuff. Like it's very, very downplayed. It's very low budget, but it's more effective. it's not, it's not like The Shining where it's like grand. It's it's very downplayed. It's so good. The acting is amazing. Most of the actors are children in this movie. It's there's 2 parents and the rest are like child actors, and they're all incredible. They do a really great job. The 2 parents are great too. But just some really great scary imagery. Really just masterfully paced. If you like horror movies, this is a classic. You've got to check out The Witch for sure.
That's my number 3. All right.
Yeah.